the business world is a bit like a treadmill, isn't it? You have to keep moving to stay in the same place. If you stop, you fall behind. It's a relentless pace that demands constant effort and attention. Stand still for too long and you're basically moving backward. In today's fast-paced environment, stagnation is not an option. The moment you stop learning, you start losing ground. That's why continuous learning is so crucial. It's the lifeblood of innovation and progress. Without it, you risk becoming obsolete in a world that never stops evolving. It's not just about keeping up with the Joneses, it's about pushing the boundaries, exploring new horizons, and staying ahead of the curve. It's about being proactive rather than reactive. It's about staying ahead of the game, adapting to change, and making sure your organization is ready for whatever curveballs get thrown its way. The ability to pivot and adapt is what separates the leaders from the followers. Think of it as future-proofing your company's success. By investing in continuous learning, you're not just preparing for the future, you're actively shaping it. You're building a resilient, agile organization that can weather any storm. Now you might be thinking, John, my team is swamped. They're already juggling a million tasks. How can they possibly find the time to learn new stuff? Where will they find the time to learn new stuff? Fair point. It's a valid concern and one that many leaders grapple with. But here's the thing. Learning doesn't have to mean hours of PowerPoint presentations and boring seminars. Learning doesn't have to mean hours of PowerPoint presentations and boring seminars. It can be dynamic, engaging, and integrated into the daily workflow. It can be as simple as a quick team huddle to share insights or a brief online module that fits into a coffee break. It can be woven into the fabric of everyday work, making it feel less like a chore and more like a natural part of the job. When learning becomes a seamless part of the workday, it enhances productivity rather than detracting from it. Remember, in the wise words of some philosopher dude, probably, the only constant is change. Embracing this mindset is key to thriving in an ever-changing landscape. And the only way to deal with constant change is to be constantly learning. It's about cultivating a culture of curiosity and growth, where every challenge is seen as an opportunity to learn and improve. So buckle up, Buttercup, because we're about to embark on a journey of knowledge and growth. This journey isn't just about acquiring new skills, it's about transforming the way we think, work, and innovate. It's about creating a future where continuous learning is the norm, not the exception. Let's get started. Here's a little secret. Learning is a skill, just like playing the ukulele, or mastering the art of parallel parking. It's something that can be honed and improved with practice and dedication. Some folks are naturals, always curious and eager to expand their minds. They thrive on new information and are constantly seeking out new challenges. Others not so much. Maybe they've had bad experiences with boring lectures or soul-crushing exams. These negative experiences can create a mental block, making learning feel like a chore rather than an opportunity. Maybe they think they're too old to learn new tricks. The fear of failure or the belief that their time for learning has passed can be significant barriers. But here's the good news. Learning to learn is totally doable. It's not about age or past experiences, it's about mindset and approach. It's about creating the right environment, fostering a mindset of curiosity and providing the tools and support people need to thrive. When people feel supported and encouraged, they're more likely to take risks and embrace new challenges. Think of it like creating a garden. You need fertile soil, which represents a supportive and nurturing environment. The right amount of sunlight, symbolizing the encouragement and positive reinforcement from peers and leaders, and maybe a little fertilizer to help things grow. This could be in the form of resources, training programs, or mentorship opportunities. As leaders, it's our job to cultivate that learning environment within our organizations. We need to be the gardeners who tend to our teams, ensuring they have everything they need to flourish. We need to make it clear that learning isn't an optional extra. It's a non-negotiable part of the job. Continuous learning should be embedded in the company culture, making it a fundamental aspect of daily operations. And it's not just about individual growth either. When one person learns and grows, it has a ripple effect, positively impacting the entire team. A culture of learning benefits everyone, from the newest intern to the CEO. It fosters innovation, improves job satisfaction, and enhances overall productivity. When employees feel valued and see that their growth is a priority, they're more likely to be engaged and committed to their work. This leads to a more dynamic and forward-thinking organization. So let's invest in learning. Let's create spaces where curiosity is encouraged, where questions are welcomed, and where every individual feels empowered to reach their full potential. Because at the end of the day, a thriving learning culture isn't just a nice to have. It's essential for long-term success and sustainability in today's ever-evolving world. Let's make learning a core part of our organizational DNA. Let's celebrate the small wins and the big breakthroughs. Let's be the champions of continuous growth and development. After all, when we invest in our people, we invest in our future, and that's a thing worth striving for. So how do we actually make learning a part of daily life at work? It's all about finding those little opportunities to sprinkle in some knowledge and growth. Think of it like adding spinach to a smoothie. You might not even notice it's there, but your body sure will thank you. Start by encouraging reflection. After a big project, take some time to discuss what went well and what could have been done differently. These post-mortems, not the most cheerful term I know, can be incredibly valuable learning experiences. Then there are those teachable moments that pop up unexpectedly, like when a client throws you a curveball or a new technology emerges. Instead of panicking, use these moments as opportunities to learn and adapt. And don't forget to celebrate achievements. Recognizing and rewarding learning, whether it's a new skill mastered or a successful project completed, reinforces the message that learning is valued and encouraged. Section 4. Strategy 2, sharpening skills, one tool at a time. Supporting ongoing skill development is like giving your team a toolbox full of shiny new tools. You wouldn't expect them to build a house with just a hammer, would you? First things first, identify those skill gaps. What are the must-have skills for your industry? What areas could your team benefit from strengthening? Once you have a clear picture, you can start providing the resources and support they need. This might include online courses, workshops, mentoring programs, or even just dedicated time for self-study. Peer learning is another fantastic way to foster growth. Encourage colleagues to share their knowledge and expertise with each other. After all, who better to learn from than the people you work with every day? Remember, investing in your team's development is an investment in your organization's future. It's about equipping them with the skills they need to navigate the ever-changing landscape of the business world. Section 5, Strategy 3, Leading the Charge, textbook in hand. This section is all about how leaders can set the tone for a culture of continuous learning within their organizations. You know the saying, do as I say, not as I do. It's a phrase that often highlights the gap between words and actions. Yeah, that doesn't fly when it comes to creating a learning culture. In fact, it can be quite detrimental. To truly inspire a love of learning, leaders need to walk the walk, not just talk the talk. This means being actively involved in the learning process and showing genuine interest in personal and professional development. That means being open about your own learning journey. Share your experiences, both the triumphs and the setbacks. Share your experiences, both good and bad. Talk about the challenges you faced and how you overcame them, or even how you're still working through them. Let your team see that you're not afraid to make mistakes, to ask for help, or to admit that you don't have all the answers. Encourage experimentation and risk-taking. This vulnerability can be incredibly powerful in building trust and fostering a learning environment. Create a safe space for your team to try new things, even if they fail sometimes. It's important to emphasize that failure is not the end, but rather a part of the learning process. Remember, failure is just a stepping stone to success, or so I've heard. Embrace it, learn from it, and move forward with newfound knowledge and resilience. And when it comes to hiring and coaching, look for individuals who are adaptable, curious, and eager to learn. These qualities are essential for fostering a dynamic and innovative team. Foster a growth mindset within your team, where challenges are seen as opportunities for growth rather than obstacles to be avoided. Celebrate small successes and use them as building blocks for larger achievements. Invest in regular training and development programs. Encourage your team to attend workshops, seminars, and courses that can enhance their skills and knowledge. Promote a culture of reading and continuous learning. Share book recommendations, articles, and other resources that can provide valuable insights and inspiration. Mentorship is another powerful tool. Pair experienced team members with newer ones to facilitate knowledge transfer and personal growth. Encourage collaboration and teamwork. Create opportunities for your team to work together on projects, share ideas, and learn from each other. Finally, lead by example. Show your team that you are committed to your own growth and development. Your actions will speak louder than words and inspire others to follow suit. By leading the charge with a textbook in hand, you can create a vibrant learning culture that drives innovation, growth, and success for your organization.